Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final concert of the 2021-2022 school year. This has been, and this will be, the Royal Oak High School Concert Orchestra performing for you this evening. And let me just say that that piece was a heck of a thing to rehearse and a heck of a thing to play live, and we just nailed it. Thank you so much, you guys. Nicely done. Pieces like that, you have to realize when there's lots of 16th notes, we have to have this precision and to pay attention to each other. And do remember, for about a year and a half, they could not hear each other. And this has been a year of paying very close attention to the people in the ensemble around you. And we've come a very, very long way, and it's always great to see. I did not plan this, but the next two pieces by Concert Orchestra inadvertently have brought back together the mid-60s pop cultural rivalry of the Beatles and the Stones. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to start this off with a string arrangement of Eleanor Rigby. This third and final one has an odd history to it. It was originally a Rolling Stones tune that was covered by a pop producer named Andrew Luke Oldham. He put out an album of strings playing the hits of the Rolling Stones. And this guy in the 90s, Richard Ashcroft of a band The Verve, heard that, sampled it, wrote a whole song around it, and promptly got sued. So the song is sort of by Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, but it's a couple of generations removed from them having any involvement in it whatsoever. In the meantime, you may very well remember this one from a couple of decades back. It has lasted. It has stood the test of time. People know it, even if they don't know the original version. They have heard Bittersweet Symphony. We hope you enjoy it. Oh, and by the way, these folks managed to pull this piece together in, what, 7, 8, 9 days? We were looking at one piece and said, maybe not this. What do you think of this? And they said, we'll work on that. We'll take that one, please. I'm very impressed with their abilities on this. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoy. Royal Oak High School Concert Orchestra, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the transitional portion of the show where the first person off stage, I should mention, will be way in the back, our percussionist, who will be coming back, Mr. Sam Pierce. Way in back. Wave hi, Sam. There he is. He'll be joining us in the Symphony Orchestra performance as well. And now, cellists and bassists first out through the back door, violists, violinists follow. And as you dismiss, I will catch the audience up on a few things. So, as you well know, this year has been a very complicated one with many different challenges before us. We have been fortunate to be playing live, and you've heard this before. But one of the things that has made our jobs a lot easier, Mr. Jensen's and my own job a lot easier, is the support and the assistance of the Royal Oak High School Band and Orchestra Boosters organization. It is a group of parent volunteers who help with organizing things and starting up fundraising and assisting before concerts and assisting before football games at the tailgates and helping with the marching band. They've been phenomenal. And tonight, somewhere out there, if I'm not mistaken, walking down the aisles, is that him? The president of the Boost organization, Mr. Jason Pichek, who has a few words he would like to share with you. Don't worry, they're not vocab words. There will be no quiz. He just wants to talk to you for a second. Here he is.
Thank you. I love a good captive audience, so I figured I'd capture you here while I have you. So yeah, as Alvin said, we are the band and orchestra boosters. So we are constantly looking for volunteers, looking for support to help, set up things like these before our football games, the tailgates, different before the games, setting up the stadium, etc. Constantly looking for volunteer support. So. Please, if you have time, stop by, see Christine and myself. We're sitting at the table outside. A couple other things we have coming up. In your programs, you'll see the website, the ROHSBOB.org. Tons of information about different events coming up, the calendar, and also different opportunities to sign up for different activities we have going on. So please take a look at that. Sign up for the distribution list too. It's a good resource for everybody to see what's coming, what different activities are planned, just to get everybody prepared of what's coming. Our next meeting is next Tuesday, May 10th. Right now, this past year or so, we've been doing them via Zoom. So please feel free to join. Come see our faces in virtual person. But we have a lot of activities coming up for the rest of the year. We have the banquet. So we have an awards banquet / open house coming up May 31st. Call out to seniors. We need seniors to make sure that their parents get their shirt sizes so we can give a little gift at the banquet. So I know we're still missing some seniors information. So again, please look on the website. There's details on who to send the information to. I know Laura is in the audience somewhere, or Linda, I'm sorry. Linda's in the audience somewhere. She's done a fantastic job of coordinating the banquet and different events that we have throughout the year. So tons of work goes into these different things, so we can always use additional heads and hands. And it's a fun group to hang out with. Met a lot of good friends through this organization. I wouldn't do it if I didn't like it. I'm not getting paid for it, so please, any help, any extra hands is always appreciated. So with that, I'll hand it to the people who actually can perform.
And a big thank you to, I don't even know if she's here, Jenna Nassi-Brombach, who did the programs for this evening, did all the layout, the typing and everything. Printed them up, and we got that taken care of. And also, somewhere out here, I swear, is my colleague, Mr. Dave Jensen, and he deserves a round of applause for everything he does, because he is here 24 hours a day, I swear. He's got a cot in his room, and he takes care of all the things that I cannot, because I'm over at the middle school doing middle school things. So if he's here, he deserves a round of applause. Mr. Dave Jensen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the opening piece by our Symphony Orchestra. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. So that was España Cañí. No, what am I saying? Not España Cañí. That was Fantasia Española. They blur after a while. But the thing that I love about Fantasia Española is that it represents the best of what America is, because it is a piece of Spanish-flavored themes, you know, very Hispanic vibe in there. And it is composed by Sunhee Newbold. And Sunhee is not a Hispanic name. So this is a little bit of everything coming together, right? And that's what I find fascinating. This next piece, Skyfall here, meanwhile, it's such a classic James Bond piece. And, you know, as soon as you hear the cello and the viola go, you're like, okay, that's Bond. It's all over now. We know that's what that is. This third piece, with the first 4 notes, there is no mistaking it. We've worked hard on it. It's a lovely piece. And oddly enough, we sort of went out of order. You heard the finale back at the Owl City concert. This is the first movement of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. But before we play, I would like to point out that this year, we did not have the tuxes or the formal black dresses. And so we asked everybody to wear black, black, and all black. This concert is slightly different. We have a few seniors in the ensemble. If you look and notice somebody wearing color, we have Ms. Jordan Eister here in first violin. She's one of our seniors. 3/4 of our second violin section, which is kind of astounding. We've got in the back, we've got Jolene Bonner, we've got Donnie Slowick, we've got Megan Herman up front here, our seniors. In the violas, we have Reese McClelland, and we also have Julia Harris right here. Back in the basses, wave high back there, it's Mr. George Swanee. By George, he's back there. And then over in the cello section, not a single senior. I'm going to see all of them next year unless something tragic happens. Don't move to Mexico or, you know, Oregon or whatever. Stay here. Stay here. You're good. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are with the first movement of Beethoven's Fifth. We hope you enjoy. School Symphony Orchestra, ladies and gentlemen. Take another bow, go for it. Nicely done. And out there, the Royal Oak High School Concert Orchestra, standing at the back of the room. All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen of the orchestras, could I have you guys take a moment to have a round of applause for your parents who've supported you this whole time, and they're here, a live audience. Thank you for supporting these students. Thank you for supporting this program. It makes a world of difference to them and their futures. And we thank you very, very much. They're going to pack their stuff up. They're going to come back and help with chairs and stands. Hint, hint. And then you get to take them off to Ray's Ice Cream or wherever to celebrate their success. Thank you very much once again, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you out there in YouTube land, thank you for tuning in, and good night.